Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to Pedal to the Metal Racing League. Tonight at Homestead, we're hosting the Quarentined 400 Cup Series, and these drivers are at their finest on this track with the custom cup setups, trying to figure out how to outrun one another and duke it out for the chance to be the ultimate winner leading in to next week's races. As I am going to be joined tonight, it may be on my own, or I may have my good friend Sparkalicious here tonight, so bear with us, folks. I will be doing as much as I can to help with the commentary, but for now, it is great to have every one of you guys in with us tonight. If you're watching at home, obviously from all the quarantine actions and all that's happened with the coronavirus, we appreciate you guys tuning in and enjoying our content. We hope to put on a great race for you tonight. As always, if you haven't already, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel to make sure you don't miss a single episode of the PTM Racing Series. Just a heads up, folks, tomorrow night we are live at Atlanta for the Truck Series starting at 7:45 Eastern Time, 6:45 Central Time, and it will be a doozy as some drivers after Talladega, from blown motors to broken hearts, are looking to get back into the season with a win. All right, so we're just going to be here for a few minutes here, folks. So before we get started tonight, we need to thank our sponsors, Trackin, for your mobile, Android, iOS devices. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring us, as well as Courtesy Jeep and Chrysler out of Coatesville, Pennsylvania. Thank you so much. If you guys are looking for a great vehicle to get out of Pennsylvania, that would be the place to go for a dealership. Courtesy Jeep and Chrysler, only the best are there. All right. We will be going live here in just a little bit with the race here in just a second. Currently, we are waiting for the call of action. We're just going to get a few people in here real quick, and hopefully we'll be ready to go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, looks like I am now joined my very good friend and my special broadcaster, Sparkalicious. Sparkalicious, how are you doing tonight, buddy?
Well, I was wondering if I was going to get up here in the booth tonight at all, but it looks like I will make an appearance here this evening after all. I'm glad that I made it.
Oh, I love it when you can come into the booth and talk with us, bud. It's always great to talk with you and be able to work with you on these tracks and on the races themselves, but there's something special when we're able to just get on here and do some live magic with these guys and run with them.
Yeah, absolutely. A little bit of a exhibition race tonight, I see.
It is the Quarentined 400, sir.
The Quarentined 400.
That is right.
Oh, right. Well, I have plenty of time to do some racing and watch some racing for a while since everybody's quote-unquote in the quarantine spirit, so might as well have an aptly named title for it, huh?
Absolutely, sir. Yes, indeed. We're trying to get everybody we can here to come watch it, because I know there's a lot of folks around the world that unfortunately have been hit with this disease and this virus, unfortunately, that has gone around. And for those out there, we wish you the very best. We hope everything gets better for you guys. Our hearts and prayers go out to all the families and friends of ours that have been unfortunately struck as well with the virus. But remember, folks, no matter where you're living at, if you're around the world, you're in America, remember, we're all tough till the end. In the darkest of nights, you'll find the light if you survive this. Always remember that.
Indeed, indeed.
Currently, we're just getting some folks up and running here, get the live stream going, kind of let people know, hey, we are live and ready to go, and we're doing a special event tonight, with the Quarentined 400. Hey, don't you laugh at it. This ain't no funny. It's not a funny joke, man. The quarantine is real, brother.
Yeah, this is really serious, guys.
Oh, God, don't even go there. Thankfully, it is an exhibition, folks. So points are not on the line, but these drivers out here they want to put on a good show for you. Make you feel a little bit better inside, and just you know what, it's tough to do, honestly, just being able to find something to do and be able to relax. And we get it. That's why we really opened this up, so that way people around the world and around our great nations, our great countries, around North America, Europe, and everywhere else, can finally be able to watch some good hard action racing. All right, we are going live here, folks. 14 drivers are in the lineup. We're ready to go.
Right.
All right, here we are, folks. We are online and ready to go. This should be something.
Let's see, I believe we are showing up at Homestead, correct?
Yes, we are at Homestead, Miami tonight.
Homestead, Miami, running the Cup cars, custom setups.
Trying to get everything all up and running here. All right, guys, we are up and running. There, we're going side by side already. Pottles currently looks like she has a little bit of a gap there with J-Wall. J-Wall now and the number one trying to get a move on. Oh, we got trouble back there on the straightaway. We got a big wreck involving Dylan Thunder, and it looks like another driver there. That is a huge wreck for these guys.
Yep, I just caught that just now. Just popping in there. It's like the 24 car got a piece of that in that mess. It was the Thunder Man, Thunderfuck.
Oh man, that was a hard lick for all drivers involved. But so far, it's definitely going to be interesting to see how everything goes from here. Now that's that first wreck. Remember, it is early, folks, and there are no stages. By the way, there is no stages whatsoever.
I'm glad to see that the actual cautions are working.
Indeed. All right, here we go, folks. We're going back live. It's time to put the pedal to the metal. It's at Homestead, the Quarentined 400.
Here we go down into the first turn. Looks like we got the J-Wall man up in the front in the number one car.
Number 48 of Archon there, staying with him. Sean Siddle, the number 36. Good to see him back. He's running pretty good right now in the Cup Series. Well, we do have trouble back there. I've seen that, indeed. Yes.
Whoa, big problems.
Big problems, big trouble, and it looks like, are they going to slow down for a caution? Yes, they are. It's going to be a caution here, folks. So, while we're at it here, folks, let's take a look at our field of drivers here tonight. We'll start with, indeed, up in the lead, Archon, and number 48, J-Wall, the number 1 car. Thunder, the number 24, the number 9 of Dylan, number 43 of Young, RCN 11. Remember, he is a brand new driver to us, folks, in this series. Great to have him out here tonight. 88 of King Joey, number 8 of Hoffy, number 2 of JR, number 36, again, that is Sean Siddle, number 3, Bad Outta Hell, number 20, Y'all Ain't Riding RCN. He is a brand new driver with us as well. Welcome to the career, bud. Cods, number 62, great to always see him around. The number 14 of Darren Dorf, a brand new driver as well. He's been running with you and me in the truck series and a little bit in the Xfinity. Great. A young up-and-comer ready to get through with this series and ready to figure out how to run. And, of course, and the number 4 car, that is the Pottles.
All right, and while we were going through the field, just to let you know that was Pottles and Dylan that was involved in that most recent little skirmish back there as we get back under green flag conditions.
Indeed. We're back live here now. Here we go. The number 1, J-Wall, currently takes the early advantage and the lead as you get a good look at the number 20, Y'all Ain't Riding. I'm going to call him Y'all Ain't. Yes, I'm going to tell you right now, guys, being a broadcaster, there's some folks out here that like make names you cannot pronounce.
Yeah, I had a little problem with that in the other league I was in doing the commentary for that. Whoa! Somebody got the pit wall, I think, back there in turn 4. We got very close to it.
Oh man, that's trouble for them, whoever was in there. But thankfully they do have to pull a caution out at least sometime sooner or later, so I think they will be okay to get back on this. As Sean still now makes a move down low of the number 1 J-Wall. He is now taking the lead away from J-Wall on the number 1.
Not yet. Here it comes J-Wall back on the bottom off turn 4.
Side-by-side action down the front straightaway. Here it is, J-Wall and Sean Siddle battling it out. Down into turn 1, going into 2. J-Wall and Sean Siddle have a run on each other, both taking their line. Side-by-side coming out of turn 2. J-Wall looks to have maybe a little advantage now. Sean Siddle now pulling away just a little bit. As they come into turn 3 and 4, can Sean Siddle get ahead? Yes, he can. Goes down low, blocks J-Wall, and takes the lead.
And meanwhile, while them two are battling it out, looks like the 43 car and the 48 have now caught them two. Now we're going to have a four-way battle for the lead.
A four-way battle. Now look at this, down low on turn 1. Here comes J-Wall down low. Number 43 as well coming in here. He's making some moves up there. The number 48 of Archon, the old rattlesnake. He is fighting with these kids, trying to show what an old rattlesnake can do here.
3 wide. They were going 3 wide into turn 3. Oh boy, just hold your breath here, folks. Now to get it back down to 2. Wow, that was a bold move by Robcon there in the 48. Boy, he made it stick.
Insane move, and the number 43 now pushing forward. Archon still trying to get it going, but it looks like they're going to go 3 wide yet again coming out of turn 2. Nope, they're going to go side by side there. Looked like they may have had a chance to do it. Not going to happen there. But some great driving from all accounts from these drivers right now.
Absolutely, yeah. After the two little cautions we had there early on, looks like everybody's kind of settled it out now, and now they're, man, look at this. Now King Joe's even getting in the mix there.
Oh, we have a caution.
There.
We have a caution.
Uh-oh.
Caution is out. I'm not sure what happened there. Good look. Looks like we're missing a few drivers, it looks like, in the back there.
So I see the 62 of Cods on pit road. Maybe something wrong with that car.
Hard to tell, unfortunately. Here we'll get a look from the rear view mirror here as we're going to go back to the green flag in a minute. Before we begin as well here tonight, we need to give a special thanks to our sponsors tonight, Trackin for your mobile Android and iOS devices. If you guys are looking for a great racing series to run on the dirt, but you can't race with us and you can't go to the live action, look no further than Trackin for your mobile Android and iOS devices. And a very special thank you to our good friends in Coatesville, Pennsylvania, for Courtesy Chrysler and Jeep. If you guys are looking for your next vehicle to run that you want it good and you want it hard and you want to make sure it runs as good as these things, look no further than Courtesy Jeep and Chrysler out of Coatesville, Pennsylvania. As we go live back down to the track, they put the pedal to the metal, and J-Wall says, I am taking the bottom. You follow my directions. He takes the lead.
Coming off turn 2, everybody. Oh, a little contact in the back of the field there. Looks like everybody does keep it straight, at least for the time being. We go down into turn 3, and boy, what a mess. They're everywhere.
Indeed. Surprisingly, J-Wall still leads the pack, and one of the drivers a lot of folks don't talk about. Oh, we got trouble down with the 2 there.
Hoffy. Oh, hold on to it.
Hoffy, come on, baby. Hold on, baby. Hold on.
Oh, beautiful save.
Nice
beautiful
save there, but
Hoffy.
They are going to caution again, folks. They're going to re-rack them and restack them. So yet again, this is still anybody's race, but I want to know in the comments section right now, if you were watching live, please comment and tell us, who do you guys think is going to win tonight?
Wow, I was impressed by Hoffy on that save. He got doinked off the top wall, came back down, got hit from behind trying to save the car, and then he had to try to save it again, and he did an excellent job.
He did a great job indeed. That was some driving right there from all drivers, and especially Hoffy, as you said. I saw a lot of skirmish with the number 2 there. It looked like he was all over the place. Not sure what happened there. That was interesting to say the least.
All right, we're going to rack him up again.
Looks like Cods, unfortunately, has blown a motor. Tough times for him, unfortunately. We wish you the best there, bud. Hopefully next time you get out there and win a good race. But now, as we return to the Quarentined 400, King Joey and J-Wall will rack them and stack them and lead the pack. Here we go, folks, into turn 1. They're still going to go side by side. J-Wall looks to get a little bit of an edge there, pushes it forward. Number 48, though, that is Archon. He looks to give, the rattlesnake looks to give King Joey a little push. King Joey gets a little bit of slide sideways there, kind of like a rattlesnake would when they're slithering, but he moves up to the front, skids right past J-Wall in the number 1 out of turn 3.
Wow, man, all of a sudden King Joey has shown some prowess here as he just takes the lead right there. And here comes Thunder, who was involved in that first wreck. He's going to come up and try to go for second.
Thunder now in second place with 3 drivers right behind him. They're going to go 3 wide coming out of turn 2. It was Archon, Sean Siddle, and J-Wall there. All drivers still battling it hard here. No one seems to have an edge here. This is anybody's race till the end.
You got that right, because there early on, Jay Wall, when he was out front, it looks like he was able to stay out front. But now he's got shuffled back, and he is dropping like a fly right now.
Indeed, indeed. Thunderfunk, I was watching him in practice earlier today, Sparkalicious. He looked strong and he looked like he was running hard. But my question is this a track not built for stages? Is his car built enough to hold on and last the gas mileage and the tire pressure? Because this Homestead track is... Whoa! We got problems back there, indeed!
Problems! Oh, goodness! That is old Bet there in the 3 car. Looked like he tried to save it and then he got turned by the car behind him.
We are going to caution here, folks, and Thunder will lead them with second place and King Joey in the lead. Man, oh man, folks, this is some great racing already, but it is a caution fest to say the least so far.
It looks like turn 2 is going to be Calamity Corner. It seems like some of these guys are getting loose off there and they have to back out of the save. And unfortunately, the cars are running so close that it's so easy to get in the back of somebody and cause a problem there. And that looks like that may have what happened there in that situation.
I'm telling you right now, Sparkalicious, I'm seeing more yellow than a cheese factory at Lambeau Stadium.
Whoa.
There's so many yellows so far, but that's what racing's all about sometimes. It just happens like that. But let's see how everyone rack and stacks back up. They're going to put that pedal to the metal and say, all right, I may be quarantined, but I'm sending it, baby. Here we go. Back into the restart.
Yes, sir. Well, at least if it's a whole bunch of cheese, at least it isn't Limburger. At least it doesn't stink. So
that best be American cheese, dang it. All right. Well, as we get off the cheese factory, it looks like Thunderfunk and the number 24 has taken the lead here. Number 1, Jay Wall, still right behind him. The number 8, Hoffy. Give credit to Hoffy here. Started from the back, now working his way from the back to the pack. He is in 3rd place now, fighting off Sean Siddle.
All right, now we're going to head down into turn 1 here. Thunder. Seems like that the lead car seems to be, when you get that clean air, it seems like that car can stay up there while everybody else is kind of just stuck in the air back there.
Looks like King Joey's a little bit loose there. The number 2 also getting a little bit loose, a little bit of bumping going on here. Side by side as they go into turn 3. It's Archon, Sean Siddle battling it out for 4th here with King Joey right behind him.
Ooh. Boy. Nope, here comes Archon again in the 48. He's got King Joey on the bottom with him here. So they look like trying to work together here on the bottom. Meanwhile, there seems like to be a top line going. Oh, shit. Sean got in the wall.
Sean got a little bit on the wall there, bumped around there. He's still in the wall. He's going back into the wall yet again. A little bit of bumping there from both drivers. Looked like number 20. That is Y'all Ain't Riding. And right now, as we get a good look at the Pottles, she is now working her way up to the front. As the battle for the lead is a 5-way battle now with number 1 of J-Wall, King Joey, Archon, and the Thunderfunk in the 24. Looky here, folks. Archon got a little loose down to the bottom there. It is going to be a battle here going into turn 1. Here we go, folks.
Oh, my goodness. Well, they just got... Oh, the 8 car, Hoffy, is up in the wall. He's going to drop back.
Hoffy just got bumped around here. And now we're going side by side. Look at this down the back straightaway here. Pottle's trying to make a move from the bottom. And now they're going to go 3 wide into turn 3. Coming out of turn 4. It is still a fight to the finish. There's not even that. There's a lot of laps left here, folks. They're battling like it's the end of the race here.
A whole lot of bumping and doinking and carrying on. Holy moly.
It's crazy to say the least. These guys are just going absolutely insane, just running this track out like it's nothing. McCarthy now joined the chat. Yes, indeed, Dylan has started to make a comeback there. Good to see you again, Kayla. Always love seeing and talking with you. And especially going to love racing you tomorrow night. I wish you nothing but the best of luck to you and Sparkalicious tomorrow night.
Yes, sir. Yep, we will be riding those trucks at Hot Atlanta tomorrow night.
Hot Atlanta.
We'll be ripping and raring to go on that.
Indeed, indeed. Well, before we get back to the race here, I kind of want to let you on a little secret here, Sparkalicious. At Hotlanta tomorrow night, I may have something, but I ain't gonna say what, because right now I'm just trying to figure out how to outrun that track and outrun you guys, because I need some redemption after the Talladega curse. I've been suffering through these last couple of days.
Hey, I can't wait to get back at it. Finally, a track I don't have to be dictated by odds.
As we look here right now, number 48 of Archon currently leads it out. I believe that is number 24 of Thunderfunk right behind him. So a battle of the 24 and the 48. Now, why does that seem familiar?
That definitely does seem like a familiar looking scene.
Indeed, indeed. King Joey right behind Thunderfunk. I believe that is the number 9 of Dylan. Yes, indeed, he is right behind him, still battling it. It is a tight, hard-packed race here. It looks like the 2 gets a little loose into the wall yet again. He's had troubles with that wall all night tonight, folks.
He's fighting the wall, but the wall is winning.
Indeed, indeed, but you got to give him credit for trying to be tough. But right about now's not the time to be tough. Now's the time to figure out how to catch these guys. As right now, Archon slithers his way into turn 3 and gets farther and farther back from the away from the pack.
Yeah, he definitely has. He's really starting to gap the field here. Now the battle seems to be for second between Thunder, King Joey, and that. And I believe that is that Dylan in the 9. Yes, it is. He has finally gotten up here.
The number 9 of Dylan, the number 88 of King Joey, and the 24 of Thunderfunk. It's great to see these guys out here as always. They're hard competitors and great racers, but man, oh man, it's racing these guys on the track. Sometimes you just think to yourself, oh man, I can beat them, but at the same time I can't. They're so good. What do I do?
That's where you come up with some unconventional ways to beat them sometimes.
And then you come up with unconventional ways to call him, like I've called Dylan my box of chocolates, so I'm going to keep calling him that until he starts winning more often. Anyway, I'm still trying to figure out what to call Thunderfunk. I've almost wanted to call him the Sasquatch of our race, because he's very rare. Whoa. It's kind of... What do you got back there?
Look, we got a car on the back stretch here that... Who was that? I'm trying to go back and see who that was. Oh, it was Darren Dorf in the 14. I seen him all the way at the bottom of the racetrack. Looks like he got going again, but he's got some front end damage on that number 14.
You think he'd be able to last out, or?
Boy, just by looking at it, looks like his car got loose.
Oh boy. Well, as we go back to the pack here, again, I was kind of talking about Thunderfunk. I've kind of tried to figure out a name for him, but I think I'm just going to call him the Sasquatch of our time, because when he races, it's not rare when he gets to the top. He's always in that top 5 category, but to me, it's kind of rare when he's able to finally get that winning because of all the tough competitors they has to do. It's almost as rare as seeing a Sasquatch coming out and being seen for once. It's just so hard to win on these games, though, so...
I think that sounds better than what I called him the other week when my phone did the autocorrect when I was in the chat and it said Thunder Dunks instead of Thunder Dunk. So.
Y'all called him Thunder Dunk. Meanwhile, I was quarantined out and said, nope, I am not letting you call him Thunder Dunk. So I'm now going to call him Sasquatch to keep myself out of trouble.
That would be a definite problem.
Yeah, a little bit anyway. Anyway, right now the number 9 Dylan still battling it out. Pottles now battling with Thunder here, trying to get a bit of a draft catch Archon. If I was Dylan, Pottles, and Thunder, I would have told him right now, just start the Talladega draft and catch Archon. He's going to be too fast if you don't. He's got the bottom line figured out. That's his home now, so you're going to have to start working together to catch him.
This is almost looking familiar to another race where it might have been Archon that was leading by this much, and it ended up Dylan and Pottles and a couple others had to try to work together to try to see if they could catch him by drafting. And this is starting to look familiar.
I was about to say, if there's anything, this looks familiar to me and Pottles and Dylan, because Archon was up ahead, and I was the one still trying to catch him, so was Pottles. Dylan was not in the top 4, but he definitely gave us a good run and a good race.
That was the truck championship race now, and it was at the same track, I believe, wasn't it?
This is the same track, yep. I've got great memories of this track. At the same time, I'm still not happy I finished runner-up to y'all, but you know what? I can't win them all.
We got King Joey on pit road.
King Joey?
This is not a good sign. That car is not moving.
Uh-oh. You think he might be blowing an engine?
I'll stay with him here for a few seconds, see if he comes off here. If not, that could be the case.
Maybe they quarantined the engine and said, no, you have a virus inside that motor. We can't let you run.
That could be. I do see the hazmat team down there, so that may be what's going on.
Whoa, the 14 now, he's way up there. That is Derendorf. He went up to the wall. I'm not sure what happened there. He might be just trying to get out of the way of these drivers. If he is, kudos to him, but if I was him, I'd have told him, just go ahead and run your race, brother. Nonetheless, currently it is a battle for second place here. And look at this. Pottle's now going down low of Dylan. Trying to get the move here. Dylan blocking in, trying to hold his line, keeps it stable, and manages to get ahead just enough of Pottles to keep second place. But he knows now she's right there with him.
Yeah, going on board with Pottles here now to check out, see what's going on. Running way low on the racetrack there. Comes off the corner, gets right up behind Dylan here, gets a nice little draft going down the backstretch. Dylan clips the wall there a little bit. She gives him a little doink in the bumper going in turn 3.
The Sasquatch of PTM Thunderfunk currently right now still battling it out with Pottles and Dylan, just kind of letting them go at it, but he's right there in their rear view mirror just waiting for that moment to reappear.
And it looks like that is the draft strategy. I'm still on board with, well, maybe not. Here comes Pottles on the inside of Dylan. Dylan clocked the wall again off 2. Side by side as they go into turn 3.
Going back down low. Pottles now going to make the move out of turn 3. Going into 4. She has the bottom line and the momentum. She's going to get ahead of Dylan. Can Dylan try to catch up? No, he will not. He's going to get blocked in by Pottles. And now the Thunderfunk is going to keep an eye on Dylan and draft off him to hopefully catch up. As we see Derendorf, the number 14, coming out of pit. Hopefully he can catch up with some of these drivers and make a run for it. But right now, the battle seems to be here at second place with these 3 drivers.
It looks like Dylan's car, just by judging by looking at it, since he's painted that wall a couple times, looks like he might be running a little tight here.
You think maybe he didn't go to Hooters enough and loosen up a little bit?
It might have something. Oh, look like Thunder's headed to pit road.
Whoa! Indeed. No, he is not. He went really down low there. He might have got really loose coming out of turn 3 out of 4 there. Excuse me. That is an easy place to get really loose at, and if you go down that bottom, that's gonna be trouble for you. This track just eats you away too much. He's doing it again. Yep. Coming out of turn 2. He's got to be loose. There's got to be something wrong with that car.
As these tires wear on these cup, especially these cup cars, it seems like, boy, they get very, very loose off the end of the corners, and it's just like basically you're holding on those old tires until you get down in pit lane and get some 4 fresh good ones. The
Dr. Squatch of PTM is going to have to figure out how to fix that, because right now he is getting really loose and really bad, and right now I think the virus has now attacked him because he cannot get those tires to work properly. But right now we take a look back at the field. It's still Archon up in the lead. Pottle's still in second place with Dylan right behind her. And Derendorf looks like he's been out of the race. He's a little bit out of the race, but he's been lapped a few times. Unfortunately, Cods and King Joey have indeed looked like they've been quarantined, and their engines are no longer able to run. Bad at Hell still there. He's still battling it out, trying to catch up. And Sean Siddle looks like he might have had a little bit of trouble earlier, so he's going to try and make it up with some time, but looks like he's running pretty good so far. And then JR now, actually, he's caught up with Thunderfunk, so let's see if maybe he's able to pull off something here. Looks like he's going to try to stay in the backstretch.
Yeah, wait, I haven't met. Uh-oh. Oh, now he's slowing down. Maybe he's coming in.
Looks like he is going to come into the pits here. Might be time to start pitting. I'm not sure how many laps we've got here, folks, but right now they might be the smartest time to pit is right now, indeed. As the battle still is for second place. What do we got there?
Whoa, Bat really got into pit road really well there, coming off the racetrack there. JR, he took the access road. The 3-car Bat, he did not. He went on around in the racetrack and came in very sharply and was able to make up a lot of time on JR there. I haven't mentioned JR too much, but he's had silently crept his way up into the top 5 there right before he came down pit road.
Indeed. JR also, folks, for those that do not recall, last week on Sunday night at Talladega, he managed to hold off Grappa in a thriller to the finish. Managed to hold off and win his first race of the Season 5 Truck Series. And Grappa finishing second place not only in the trucks, but in the Xfinity Series at Kansas. So again, congratulations to both drivers, and we can't wait to race with them tomorrow night. It looks like Archon now is going into the pits. Will Pottles and Dillon go in? No, they're not. They're staying out. Is this strategy, you think?
Could be. Thunder's coming down with him. This could be strategy here.
I believe that now gives Pottles the lead here, as well as Dillon right behind him.
I mean, normally here lately, if you see that leader pit, you're not too far behind him, because you cannot lose that much time on the racetrack with the fresh tires once that leader gets back out there and gets running.
Indeed, indeed. But right now, currently, it is Pottles leading it out with Dillon right behind her. No, Dillon is now going into the pits as well. So it looks like Bat Out of Hell is going to get around, and he has not been lapped down. He is now going to catch up with Pottles. Everybody is just pitting all over the place here, folks.
I like it. I like it all mixed up like this. It makes it for see where everybody comes out afterwards. See where everybody ends up.
Indeed, indeed. But as it is, folks, right now, it looks like it's number 4, the Pottles, and number 3, excuse me, a Bat Out of Hell. It looks like Bat now, he's actually going to stay out as well. So now he will cape out.
Oh, we've got problems in turn 2. Darren and JR have collided up in turn 2. Both cars with heavy damage.
Darren and who?
JR.
JR, oh my. And it looks like Archon just got his lap back, so he's now going to try and make a run over on Pottles and try to get this back from her.
And I just happened to look up while you were talking there, and I'd seen the 2 and the 14 were both sandwiched into the wall. I didn't get to see what caused it at first, but did see them 2 collide, and now they're both headed to the pit lane now.
We're going to go on board to the front stretch here with Archon and see how he is handling this track.
Pottles just coming off pit road now, so that should give Archon the lead back, I do believe, at this point.
I do believe so. You can see, we watched right now on the stream here, folks. This is incredible driving, to say the least, when you're on this track, because it's so easy to play the middle of the high line and get really loose. But the bottom line, in my opinion, is the toughest place to really hit consistently, because you have to be maintaining a good run in a good position coming out of the turn into entry, going into the turn, and then on exit, making sure your car doesn't get up too high to the wall there. As you can see, Archon hitting his entry point perfectly and just riding the white line coming out into the exit lane. Great strategy and great running from Archon.
Looks like he has put the 20 car there a lap down. That is why y'all racing the number 20 car. Looks like he has lost a lap to the leader.
Is that his name?
Yeah, that's a mouthful.
Well, folks, I got told right now that Pottles currently actually has the lead, from what I've been told. She's currently still battling it out with some of these drivers, as Dillon and Archon are still trying to catch up to her after making that pit stop. I gotta believe right now, Sparkalicious, that the pit stop that Archon and Dillon made, I think, was too early or maybe too late, depending on how you look at it strategy-wise.
It's interesting that it would be showing her as a leader.
I guess that's how the cards play sometimes, but right now she currently is in. Currently, it seems she is in the lead. But right now everyone is just kind of backing off in a little bit, starting to go their own way. So as she leads it, for what we know, right now the Sasquatch of PTM is currently closing in on her in the number 24 Thunderfunk. He's trying to get a bit of a sighting out of the way and come up and take the win finally, so it's not so rare anymore for him. And folks, and all jokes aside, we do love Thunderfunk, and I'm not calling him a Sasquatch or anything funny or stupid. It's just because he actually runs the Dr. Squatch in the number 38 on Xfinity. So we decided we're going to give him the name Sasquatch of PTM. So
let's see here. Boy, this field's kind of spread out now.
yeah, there's not a whole lot of action from either end right now, but currently it looks as though Pottles is making some ground up, getting up to Dillon here in the number 9 car. It could be anybody's spot here. Maybe even, I would think, maybe even Dillon is up there in the top 3, or maybe he's up leading it right now. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, that's the thing with Pottles pitting so late. she's got the freshest tires of the cars that's out there, so she can definitely, you know, catch down on some of these other cars and catch them pretty quickly for the later end of the run because she'll have the freshest tires of the bunch. That might have been a good move.
Absolutely, indeed. I think the biggest thing with when you're running these tracks is you need to figure out what's the best method. Do you try to wait for a caution fest, or do you try to wait out and see maybe if I can run the long-term run, and then when the time comes, I set up a short-term run to just gun it right at the end to the finish. We got a little bit of trouble here, a little bit of contact. The number 9 and number 20 there. Looks like they're going to get into it a little bit as Pottles makes the move around the 20, catching up on number 9 and Dylan here. That was some big, heavy contact there, to say the least, out of the backstretch.
Yeah, that was close. That could have been big-time problems over there, but one car did a good job of holding on to it there and able to keep on trucking.
Absolutely, indeed. As you can see up in the top right-hand corner, by the way, guys, we do not have our live race lineup anymore. I believe that is because of how many motors we've blown and the positions we've lost. We've lost drivers, unfortunately, due to the coronavirus blowing up their engines or infecting it to where it was not able to run the tires properly. So the coronavirus is just striking everybody on the Corona 400.
I would like to remind folks that this still is the trial version of NASCAR Heat 4.
Indeed. For those that are wondering, down in the far right corner, if you look there, it does say trial version, so if anyone's confused, that's why. While we're finishing out the race here, we just want to say one more thank you to our sponsors, our great friends over in Trackin for mobile Android and iOS devices. If you're looking for a great track game to run on the dirt, but you can't go to the track and you can't run with us, look no further than the mobile game Trackin for mobile Android and iOS devices. I've actually had the pleasure of racing with these guys on that game, and it is so much fun, to say the least. I love running the sprint cars, and I love running the late models and all they got there. Trackin is for your mobile Android and iOS devices. Be sure to check it out, guys. It's a lot of fun, to say the least. And of course, our good friends over in Coatesville, Pennsylvania, Courtesy Jeep, Chrysler and Jeep. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring us. If you're looking for a great dealership to get a good car, good vehicle, good Jeep, look no further than in Coatesville, Pennsylvania, around that area, for the dealership Courtesy Chrysler and Jeep. As we get back to the action here, folks, number 4 Pottles still pretty much outrunning everybody. Dylan now pulling ahead a little bit here. I think she might be saving tires, though, for one more big run on him.
Yeah, she got a run on him a little while ago, and then as soon as she caught up to him, she kind of just backed it up a little bit. So you might be right. She might be just saving some of her stuff here.
Indeed, as we get a little bit of a third-person view from here, just take a look at how Pottles is running this track. I'm going to be honest with you, Sparkalicious, she runs it a little differently than I would have expected, but for the Cup Series, that might be something she's just after. She's playing the middle line really well, which to me usually is actually the worst of the lines, but she goes right in the middle, out of entry. She goes, after she gets into the middle of the turn 3 and 4, she brings it back down to the bottom line to the section to hug the corner, and as she comes out, she lifts right back up into the exit to the wall there, as Homestead is very well known for. But nonetheless, looks like a good line and a good strategy on her end. Let's just see how it pays off.
Indeed, indeed. I mean, that car doesn't look like it's loose, tight, or anything. It looks absolutely perfect.
Indeed, indeed. As you can see, Dylan right now playing a completely different line from our vantage point and our view. He seems to be going to the outs. He seems to be going outside, then looks in, goes straight down to the bottom as he comes out into entry. Then, as he gets into the middle of turn 3 and 4, he brings it back down a little lower, and then as he comes into the exit, brings it right back up to the wall, as we've said, and just hugs the wall all the way straight through the straightaway. Good driving on all end for both drivers, really maintaining a good line and good position here. Take a look at the other drivers here. Archon looks like he's actually gone a little bit away. He's still playing that bottom line, making good strategy work there. J-Wall, he was running really well earlier, managed to hang in with these guys, but now it looks like they've separated him out, as the Sasquatch of PTM, Thunderfunk, currently playing kind of a similar line to Pottles, actually. He's going into the middle and then coming out of entry and kind of hugging the wall, although he's not as close to the wall as everybody else is, surprisingly.
Yeah, he's kind of upper middle, I guess you would say, that kind of line there that he's running. Not quite down on the bottom, not quite exactly in the middle, not up near the wall. It's kind of like middle high kind of range there a little bit. But then as soon as I say that, then he goes low in the next turn.
Might be changing strategy. We are getting really late into the laps. I gotta believe we're nearing the green flag high in the air for 2 to go, and then into the final lap with the white and then the green flag flying for the checkered. And as I say that, I believe we actually have just finished the race here, and it looks like, if I'm going off the race, actually, I think it's Dylan that will take the win here with the Pottles, following right behind in second place, and third place going to Thunderfunk. Or wait, actually, I think Archon won there.
Archon won it. Yep. We got official word that it was Archon that won it.
All right, Archon, victor here in the number 48. The old rattlesnake strikes again and takes another victory in the PTM series. Dylan following right behind in second place. Paul's right in third, and looks like in fourth. It's hard to tell. I think we're just going to have to go with the top 3 tonight. Actually, I think J-Wall will after Thunderfunk in the fourth place spot. The Sasquatch will finish fourth. I think that would be the number 1 J-Wall in fifth and the number 20 in sixth. Some great driving nonetheless. So, yep, as we got the final results here, Archon, Dylan, and Pottles, and everybody else behind, that's pretty much the end of the night here, folks. So if you did tune in tonight, thank you again for watching our little exhibition race for you. We hope you enjoyed it. Tonight was the Quarentined 400, sponsored by Trackin for your mobile Android and iOS devices, and also sponsored by Courtesy Chrysler and Jeep out of Coatesville, Pennsylvania. Guys, thank you so much for watching tonight. To our family and friends out there, be sure to tune in to tomorrow night at 7:45 Eastern Time, 6:45 Central Time, as PTM presents the Rookie Truck Series at Atlanta. It is going to be one of the biggest races you will ever see, as the hearts were broken and the engines were blown at Talladega. It's time for a hot race under the quarantine sun. Well, from my good friends and sponsors and our drivers here in PTM, we want to thank you guys again for tuning in tonight. Sparkalicious, any final thoughts, buddy?
This was a pretty good show tonight by our folks. Had the 2 early cautions, and then things settled down, and everything went pretty good. So it was a good show to watch, and looking forward to tomorrow night's truck race. Woo!
All right, well, I guess we'll do a little quick interview real quick with our winners tonight. Archon, congratulations on your victory. Heck of a race out there. You really seem to play that bottom line and really maintain position. What was your thoughts in the Quarentined 400 tonight? It really was, yeah. We see when you and Dylan were going into the pits, we thought Pauls was actually going to maintain a position out there and keep that lead, but it looks like you guys managed just to get ahead just enough to take away from her. So, but again, congratulations, Mr. Rattlesnake, on your win tonight. Can't wait to see you race soon enough. What's up?
He was the fastest on track.
That was the number 1 of Jay Wall driving the Monster Energy. He definitely had a battle, to say the least, there. So congratulations to him for running tonight. And again, Archon, congratulations on your victory, buddy. Indeed, indeed. All right, as we move to as our second place driver driving the number 9, that is Dylan tonight. Dylan, congratulations on a second place finish. Managed to hold off Pauls there. Looks like she was getting a little bit closer to you as they were coming into the final laps. What was your thoughts when she was getting in there with you?
Worried a little bit, but then looked in the mirror and I seen her hit the apron. I thought, okay, well, I got this now. But then she started coming back, and I was hoping she didn't pass me, but it was pretty fun. Pretty fun. Shout out to Thunder for the setup.
Yes, yes, indeed. The Sasquatch of PTM definitely gave you a little bit of help there and had a great run there. So congratulations to you tonight, Dylan, on your second place finish. Can't wait to see you race on Monday night as well as Tuesday night, buddy.
All right, thank you.
And now for our third place finisher tonight, driving the number 4, that is the Pottles. Pottles, third place finisher tonight. Nothing to sneeze over, especially considering we're running the Quarentined 400. Great racing there.
Yeah, good time to put in a setup you normally wouldn't run in a league race, just to see how it runs and how it reacts. So that was fun.
Is there anything you would have done differently coming into the, if you had to come back here and do it again, is there anything you would probably done a little differently?
Oh, yeah, I tightened that setup a little bit more in the back end, but other than that, no. It's a pretty good long run setup, so.
Indeed, indeed. Well, you definitely put on a great show tonight, and everyone seemed to really enjoy the chat tonight. We had quite a few viewers popping in, some great comments, some great people. So, congratulations tonight. Can't wait to run with you on Tuesday, and can't wait to broadcast and watch you on Monday night.
For sure.
Yeah,
All
shout out
right.
to J Wall, fastest on track.
Fast on the track, J Wall indeed. All right, well, guys, we gotta call it a night tonight, unfortunately. So, from our good friends at Trackin, Courtesy Jeep and Chrysler, remember, folks, tomorrow night at Hotlanta, the Rookie Truck Series will duke it out. And then at 8 Eastern on Monday night, the professionals and their custom cup cars will be duking it out for another win in the season 5 championships. And then at last, on Tuesday night at 8 Eastern, it's a battle to the finish in Xfinity, as the best drivers will duke it out there as well. Well, Sparkalicious, it's been a lovely night tonight. Archon, Dylan, Pottles, thank you again for coming on tonight with us and racing. But we got to end the night somehow, guys.
Shout out to the watchers.
Shout out to Jay Wall, but before we go, just to keep things a little serious, everybody out there that has unfortunately been affected by the coronavirus and has been in the quarantine situation, our hearts and prayers
Don't
go
say
out to
that
you
word
guys.
on YouTube, they'll take down your channel. Seriously. Just say virus.
Sorry, virus. Well, we got to end somewhere, so from our friends here at PTM, good night, everybody.